We just arrived at the city park of Valongo, and I'm going to show you how many trails there are and which one we are going to take today. As you can see, it's very deteriorated, and I'm guessing we're taking number 2, which is this one, and it has 12k, so 12 kilometers. It says it's 2 hours worth of walking. Yeah, we'll see about that. How cool is that? There's a fig tree right here, and the smell is just super sweet and smells delicious. Let's see if I can film some figs. I don't see any, to be honest. However, it does smell really, really sweet. Oh, there's one right there. I'm not sure if I can see it. Oh, there you go. There's plenty of it here. Look at those, all those figs. They're not ripe yet, but they do smell delicious. So there's this little path right here, which is lovely to take. There's some refreshing shades all around. Look at that. This is what we call a tank. It's where women used to come to wash clothes. Actually, some still do in some more rural locations. And it's quite a refreshing spot to kind of refresh yourself there. Look at this, it's so beautiful. Yeah, we have to disregard the color because the number 2 was yellow back there, so now it's blue. We have to go to the right, which is the same way we started last time, with a slight incline, a very rocky path. You have to be careful not to trip and fall. See, there's plenty of trees around. Okay, so we have to go. Oh yeah, so it's the same path as before. Just go straight forward. You can't miss it. The first path, number 1, was the first trail. Yeah, thank you. Was basically riverside. There's a small, I don't call it a river, I call it a creek. And then it starts to open up to become a river, whatever. It was riverside for the most part, at least initially. Then you kind of go up the hill and you can see the wider river down below. But this one, we're not sure, but it's supposed to end in a chapel, right? Santa Justa's chapel, which is on the top of the hill. So I might try to get some drone shots of it, just to contextualize. I brought some equipment, which is gonna be a burden all the way through, but you know, I'll try to get some nice content there. It's very, very pleasing. It's very nice.
Really warm. Don't forget your sunscreen.
Oh yeah, sunscreen, a hat.
It's mandatory.
Yeah, and
Tons of water.
Plenty of water. Last time we were here, I just brought like roughly 1 liter. It was not even nearly enough. I brought twice the trusty amount of water this time, but oh, it's right here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we have to go uphill again. Last time we went, let me show you, that way. So now that's a bifurcation. And yet again we have to go up. And as you can probably tell by my own voice and my heavy breathing, I'm unprepared for this. I think we both are, but you know,
we're out of shape.
We are very out of shape, but we will do what we must and carry on. Look at those pinkish, cute little flowers. So nice. Another little pole. Yep, number 2. Another steep incline. There's some nice cardio exercise right here. Jesus, man, I don't think a car could drive up there. But I don't think we have to go that way. I think there's like Yeah, I think we have to go that way. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Look, there's a little pillar there with a block. So I guess we are safe for now. And maze relief. Oh yeah, there's mines around. That's
Roman mine.
let's see. I mean, possibly. I'm not too keen on dropping the phone there, but that little hole there might be dozens of meters downwards. So maybe I'm going to save my gear from falling. I don't know. Maybe we can save ourselves too. What? I thought I was going to leave it here. Nope. We have been climbing for the last 60 minutes, more or less.
What time is it now?
It's now 12:39. No, 40 minutes. Oh man, 40 minutes. So I've been climbing for 40 minutes now. We're not too high up from where I can see. You can see the city there. I'm not sure how many meters we are. I'm not sure how far along we are either, because the first trekking path had the points where it told you where you were, how many kilometers along you were. But from what I can see so far, those pillars there are not showing anything, so I have no clue. The only way for me to know is just like open up the GPS and take a look. But I don't want to. I don't want to. We are adventurers. So I'm going to show you where we have to go now, which is there. So it's going to be another steep incline. And I'm wondering if the chapel is right on the top or if we have to walk further in to see the chapel. What you think?
I hope it's nearby because I'm getting really tired.
Yeah. So yeah, at least we can enjoy the quietness.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's like the polar opposite of the city, you know? We live in a really loud street, in a loud area. Not even the neighbors are quiet. So yeah. Okay, let's see what the path brings us. May found a little stick, not a little stick actually, to help her out climbing. Hey there, old timer. You are Gandalf the Cute. As I mentioned before, there's plenty of mines around, and I'm going to show you one of them. There's like a little fence, and then a warning, and then big fall. Look at that. Actually, this stick is quite useful. I think it's giving me a little bit of back support. Isn't that the purpose, after all? I think we've arrived. There's the cross, there's the top of the chapel. We're gonna try to find a place to sit down and eat something. Good. Let's see, maybe there's a spot with water, we don't know. Okay, then there's are those bathrooms? Oh, we can have lunch here. There's nice shade, look. Yeah. There's some shade in here. We can have here lunch, or there sitting on the wall. So it says it's 8.5 Ks right there.
Cafe.
Oh, it's a cafe. Look at that. That sounds lovely. I might go for espresso afterwards? No?
Yeah, maybe they have toilets.
Yeah. Here's like a billboard with information from the church. It looks like that in the inside. So it's religious patrimony. So there's 4 chapels, 2 of them are in this park. Santa Justa Chapel and Santa Rufina. And then there's Saint Sabino.
Saint Sabino rescued the remains, the mortal remains of these 2 martyrs, and buried them in a Christian cemetery. And his hands were cut for that.
Oh.
So they're all martyrs.
And pleasant times. So after a lunch, we took about 1 hour to have lunch and rest a little bit. We found this view, which I'm going to show you, of Vila Nova de Gaia and Porto. You can see both of the cities here. We are in Porto's side right now, but you can see Gaia from the other side. And here, there's a Roman soldier guarding her, protecting her. And look how tiny she looks in the chair. She looks so tiny, look at that. Let's take a look at the view. They built these decks with wooden stairs and such. Look at that. That's just beautiful, look at that. That's just cool. How cool is that?
Pretty cool.
And so silent. Not even a breeze. It's so silent. You can hear some crickets. And that's it. I'm not sure, but this might be a Roman road. It looks really, really old, like ancient. And you can see like the normal path and the road. Well, I'm not sure, but since it's a Roman area, or an area with Roman influences, it might be. So we just came from there. It was quite an endeavor. We almost slipped for a few times, but we're alive. I guess we're gonna do like 20 more Ks because apparently it's not 2 hours. I mean, it's 2 hours one way and another 2 hours the remaining path. Yeah. So yeah. I'm glad we brought extra amount of water. We actually refilled water in the coffee shop up near the... I did. Because I knew something was up. When God gives you an opportunity, you take it. It's been way over an hour since we left the coffee shop and we had our lunch. We've been climbing and descending very steep stretches of road with very loose rocks, which are very slippery. May has been having a bit of a harsh time trying to keep up, especially in those areas. And what do you know? Another rocky path right here. I have no idea where I am. Well, I have a slightest idea where I am actually. But if I am where I am, where I think I am, it's gonna take over an hour to get to our starting point. Easy. So let's see what happens next. That green patch right there, apparently they planted new trees after a forest fire, so you can see the scope of the fire. Everything that seems like patchy, it's new. Everything else, actually you can see some right on the center, some patchy areas too, so I believe those are also new trees. But all these areas you can see was burned, I don't know how many months ago. But in Portugal, unfortunately, it's very common. It's now almost 5 p.m. I don't think we actually did the correct path because it was taking us farther away than we were expecting. So we took a decision to go back to the first path, which was nearby. And we are now on the road that goes to the beginning of the first path. So it's roughly 3 kilometers until the starting line or the finish line, depending where you're going. So yeah, this is the road we're taking. It's kind of like a normal street, right? And for the next kilometer or so is going to be like this until we take a left and go into the woods again. Back on track. Look at this. You can't use this bridge because it's collapsed. Because I'm guessing sometime in the past there was water coming through here, all the way through the river there, and you can't use this any longer. If you go forward from here, eventually there's a place where you can turn right, and then you can see a little lake. If I can find it, I'll show that to you. It's actually cool. There's a place you can sit and eat, I think. Eat something, because that's what we need. Oh, water. See, the water looks clearer from here. Further down to the river it gets muddy, I think. Oh, that's too bad. The other day there were goats eating the grass over here, down there, and they started to follow us a little bit, and May was a bit panicked because he thought the goat was trying to ram her, but no, she was fine. They were just curious. Oh, where are they? And overall, it's a really nice place to come for a walk. The one we did today, it's not advisable for people that are not in good physical condition or not comfortable going through very rough paths. But this one, the first one, it's perfectly fine for everyone. As long as you get good knees, you're fine. I think we're getting closer to that lake area. May is a bit hungry, she needs to eat something. And I might eat something too. We just have to be a little bit careful with this. Look at this. See? If you trip and fall, you can hurt yourself. Yeah, so this is the so-called lake slash creek area. So that's the little thing I call a lake, which isn't really, but and we have this bench you can use to grab something to eat if you want. And I'll show you what it looks like, how clear the water is. See? You can see the fish, like, let's see if we can show you. Can you see the fish? I think you can see them. It's so clear you can see the fish just swimming about. Oh, a snake! Can you see that snake there? There. That's so cool. Look at that. Oh, so cool. That's amazing, man. It's so rare for me to see snakes just going about in nature in Portugal. I know they exist, but I never seen them. May is being a little risky there. I'm gonna wet your feet. She can't hear me. I'm gonna go there and tell her about the snake. It was a really thin one, like small one, like 50 centimeters or something. But it was really cool. She was kind of hiding around the twig, but I could tell she was there. Let's see if I don't fall here. Okay. I missed these adventures. She doesn't know about the snakes yet. She's about to take off her shoes. I'm gonna warn her before she does. Bem, havia uma cobra dentro d'água. Yeah. Uma cobra fininha. Tu não me ouvias daquele lado, eu estava-te a chamar. Eu ajudo, espera aí. The second I told her about the snake, she was like, nope, where are my shoes? It was really, really tiny. Still, a snake is a snake. Some people are just scared of it, you know? It's normal. I don't like snakes either that close to me, but it was fun to see a creature in Portugal that I haven't seen in a while. And still, it's a lovely place. It's good to know that there are places where these creatures exist, because you start to wonder if they are safe, if they are not extinct, you know. We're about to grab a bite and then carry on with the remaining path. Alright, after a short little snack by the river, we are finally going uphill back to where we came from. So should be around maybe around 1k or something, not too long, probably roughly like 25 to 30 minutes walking. It's not too bad, not after all we went through today. So yeah, my body is starting to ache a little bit. I can only imagine how it's going to feel tomorrow, but it's a good sign because it means I'm starting to move my ass. That's what it means. May is also all, you know, like achy, which is also a good sign. So I guess we're both alive, especially after a day like today. It was really lovely. I can't say it wasn't hard, but I can use this as a badge of honor now. Yeah, I haven't trekked like this in a while. So yeah, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the path that waits us. I'm kind of guessing that if we carried on with the second path till the end, we'll be coming from that place there, because what we did so far was basically coming down places like this.
You couldn't be.
Yeah, I believe, yeah, I think it would be.
I wouldn't go down that.
That's what I'm saying, like, if we managed to go all the way to the end and all of a sudden we came across that, it just looks like it's too dangerous. Like, if you trip, you won't be able to stop yourself from falling, and it's very dangerous. You could probably just kill yourself. It's really nice sometimes to get out of your house and get in contact with nature, because, you know, like, we get so hooked up on the stress of real life that you kind of lose yourself on that rut, and you start to get anxious and depressed. And it's very grounding for me and for me to come to nature and just to expose ourselves to it, you know, to show the things we are missing, and also to become aware of the things we take for granted. Just put yourself in perspective. And here we are, I'm not sure if it's actually drinkable. I'm not thirsty, to be honest, but you can always like wash your face with it. Just refresh yourself. You're cold? So yeah, we are just about close to the parking lot. We're gonna go head home and take a shower because we're covered in dirt. We are very, very dirty. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna vlog any more. If I don't, at least we have this video. Bye.